Good afternoon. Happy Labor Day here in the United States. We're on holiday, and welcome to another episode of Deb's Artsy Life. Um, this is a podcast all about my watercolor art adventures, my knitting and crochet. I'm a more seasoned crocheter, having learned in 2016, and I'm new at knitting. So, the first thing I want to talk about is I want to flip through this huge stack. Look at this. These are 5x7 little paintings on rough handmade paper. I spent the entire morning in the studio in the sunroom just playing and painting with watercolors and having the most wonderful morning until I got tired. Because usually I stand up and paint. I don't like to, I sit down some, but let me just flip through these. There's no rhyme or reason as to why or what I'm going to do with them. I did this one front and back. This is indigo. All these are done with just pure watercolor. Well, this one has some colored pencil. Actually, some of these you've already seen. So let me get this stack you've already seen. This starts the ones I did today. And I don't know why the swirls. I don't have a rhyme or reason. But I love the colors of these. I just let the watercolor soak into the paper and play and do what watercolor does. Look at that. Oh gosh. I just think it's beautiful. I love all the variation. I'm trying to tilt it so you can see the light hitting it. I wet the paper sometimes first, as in this one. The paper was wet, and then I added the color. I don't know if that showed up. That is really green. It kind of looks yellow, but anyway, hopefully it's going to show up. That's pure indigo. It might be some other manganese blue too. Look at that one. Oh, I just love them. This is one of my favorites. Just look at that luscious color. Oh, and like I said, I don't know why I'm doing these swirls. I tried to do something else and it ended up becoming a swirl. I just don't have any answers for you. This one makes me think of my daughter. She loves purple, orange, and yellow. Look at this one. It's got the whole rainbow. But I'm actually only using about three colors, a red, a yellow, and a blue. Isn't it amazing how you can get so much variation with just three colors? Just look at that. They make me think of tie-dye. They make me think of, sorry, the camera's wanting to focus on the paintings and not me. I'll flip quickly. I don't want to bore you, but these are so interesting to me. Just all the color. Look at this one. It's indigo with some yellow. It makes me think of tie-dye. They make me think of seashells. I don't know. And I have no clue what I'm going to do with them except maybe just make a stack and look at them occasionally. I don't know. So that's the last one. I put some watercolor pencil on it. The rest of them, well, here's another one. There's an indigo one. I think I showed you that. I put them together before they were dry, stacked them up. So I got some red on that. You guys, excuse me, I haven't done my makeup or hair or anything like that. Today's just been all about creativity and fun. So the next thing I want to share is also art, and then we'll get to the crochet and knitting, I promise. But I have been playing kind of like those cards in my watercolor sketchbook. Here I am struggling with the camera again. That's just pure watercolor wash, just playing. And what I want to do, I'll show you the project that's in my head. First, I want to show you these pages. I hope you can see. I love this one. Again, it has no, but look what I did. This is what I want to show you. And maybe I'll share just to hold myself accountable. But what I want to do is make an entire book like this of the Psalms written out with watercolor background. And when I first got the idea, it came from actually, I saw a YouTube video of, I think I don't know. I feel like I've talked about this before, but maybe not. Um, but I was watching a YouTube video of Dr. John MacArthur in California. He's a pastor out in California, and his church did a praise and worship service, reading, praying, and singing the Psalms. And it was just a worship, about an hour and a half long. And I thought, this is what I want to do. I love the Psalms. And so I've written out some verses from Psalm 92, and then I just created that background. And this is the book that I want to do it in. That was kind of practice. This is something I did this morning, just layering like confetti. That's like the first page in this book. And then the second page, I started in Psalm 1 and wrote out some of the verses and then did this watercolor background. So, as you can see, I would love to fill up this entire sketchbook with just that. And I thought about lettering the Psalms and being real fancy, but it was kind of intimidating, and I couldn't get past the intimidation to start because I was afraid of, I don't know. I just decided to journal the Psalms in my own handwriting. And I like to write out scripture because it's kind of a way to pray and to meditate on the word. Um, so this I love. I did that this morning, and I didn't put any words on it. It's just an intuitive. I only used red, yellow, and blue. This is colored pencil here, just little scribbles and marks. So anyway, that's what I've been working on this morning. And I hope to continue that. And I don't know the purpose except for worship and just for me. I don't know what I'll do with it. Maybe my daughter will like it one day, or my grandchildren. I don't know. But I just love watercolor. And I am so enjoying doing these just intuitive, no purpose play. I mean, I just think that's beautiful. It's not art you'd hang on a wall, but I feel like it's very artful. So, enough about that. Let me tell you what else I'm working on. Um, first, I'll tell you what I'm going to unwork on. I've thought and thought about this yarn, and I almost thought about taking it back. I just have a love-hate relationship with it. But what I am going to do is frog this, and I'll tell you why. I don't like using an 8mm hook with this. I feel like the stitches are way more big and loose and floppy than what I normally like. So I'm going to frog it and start over doing a 7mm hook. It doesn't sound like that much difference, but it really does make a huge difference. This is how I like for my stitches to be. I like the fabric to be close, you know, and not loosey goosey. So anyway, but the most exciting, I'm having a hot flash. Woo! I've been doing that a lot lately. It is so hot and humid here. And I'm working on, of all things, an acrylic sweater. Woo! Let me have a drink of water here. This is very exciting. I started it this weekend. And I'm almost to the point where I can join under the arms. It's my first ever true crocheted sweater. I did design one myself that was a little turned into a bathrobe. I'll show you that one day. But this is, okay, where's the yarn? Oh, here it is. Sorry. I've had this in the closet for some time. Line Brand Ferris Wheel. 100% acrylic. It's a 4-weight, although it's a very thin 4-weight. I would classify it as a 3-weight. Although you use an 8mm hook, I can't wear this long, but I hope that you can see. This is the colorway Sprinkles. I just think it's so beautiful. This is a tutorial by Cinnamon Stitches, Autumn Sunrise, I think. Autumn Sunrise or Sunset. Maybe it's Sunset. Hold on, let me look. I don't want to get it wrong. No, it is. It's Autumn Sunrise Sweater by Cinnamon Stitches. And I detest following patterns. I just feel like recipes and patterns just cramp my style. And although I also know that I need instruction because I haven't crocheted a sweater correctly yet. So Cinnamon Stitches tutorial fit the bill perfectly. She explains it so well, and yet you don't have to sit and count stitches and follow this, you know, so hot. Maybe by the time I finish this, it'll be cool enough to wear it. But she adds this beautiful detail. I'm sorry, guys. I hope you can see that. The neckline. Maybe let's try this side. Front post, back post. Do you see the beautiful color? I just love it. So anyway, I've been working on this, believe it or not, off and on all weekend. And I do think the yarn is very thin. It's not a true 4-weight that I'm used to working with, at least. So, but I love how it's turning out. And I love these tight, close stitches. So thank you so much, Cinnamon Stitches. I love watching your videos, and I especially love that one because it is right up my alley and it explains it so well. I highly recommend, if you want to make a sweater, to start with that. Next, I want to do Iron Lamb's Granny Go Round Jumper. I did buy the pattern, but there again, I don't like following patterns, so I'll probably look at the tutorial and do it that way. I think she has a tutorial on YouTube. So this past week, I've also been working quite a bit, although you can't really tell that I've worked quite a bit on this. My knitted crochet, excuse me, my knitted shawl with the Karen Colorama Halo, which the cake is absolutely falling apart. This is why I don't like cakes. I really like rolling yarn into a ball to work with it, but anyway, I'll try to spread this out. What I want to show you is this wonderful yarn. I don't know if you can see the texture, but I just think it is beautiful. And I'm so thrilled because I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm actually doing it on circular needles. So, yay me! This yarn, Joanne has a 60% off coupon, and I've been wanting to go to Joanne for some time, but it's about an hour and a half away, and we live in the mountains, so it's where it's like 84 here, maybe. It's about 94 at where I need to go to Joanne, and I don't want to go to a hotter climate. Now, I've also been working some on these, um, just adding some rows. And as you can see, I haven't sewn in any ends. Now they're 12 row grannies, 12 round. This one's still 10. I've got a couple rows to add to it. It's the only one with black in it. So I'm not sure how I feel about that. And I still don't know what I'm going to do with these. I thought about a bag, but I'm just enjoying making them. And I'm enjoying this big basket of colors. Excuse my tape measure. Just look at that. I love, love, love this Serenity Chunky Candy. I mean, it really looks like candy. And I would love to order more. As if I need more yarn. No, I do not need more yarn. I don't know if I've shown you this. This was going to be a bag, and I just can't seem to make myself finish it. I think this is called the bean stitch or something, but it's like little sideways baubles that I added to it. I followed a tutorial on YouTube to learn that stitch, but it will be a bag eventually. The yarn is the Big Twist Party and Line Brand Heartland. Excuse my messy yarn balls. But I just get these ideas and I start projects, and then I get to a certain point and I'm just over it. So that's just sitting there. There is something I don't think I've shown you. I've got this big basket in the corner here of yarn that I've balled up and just put in this big basket and haven't used. So I'm trying to use it up and make a blanket. I don't think I've shown you this. All this is double crochet. Um, I just think it's so pretty. It's just pure double crochet. But what I've done is there's a tutorial on YouTube. Somebody does this, and I don't remember who, but at the end of each row, you do like, instead of putting one double crochet, you do like a decrease. you do 2 double crochets together, and it kind of gives you a straighter edge than just a double crochet. You don't get those gaps. It would help if I had the ends sewn in. But see how straight the edges are? So anyway, that's something I work on occasionally. I haven't done anything on the granny squares that were going to be a bedspread, and I still don't know. I thought about making a shawl out of it, but I think I'm going to keep working and make it a blanket, or like a throw size blanket. But I haven't worked on it lately. Believe it or not, I spent the entire week knitting on this, and it still is only this long. But it takes so much time to knit, and it would frustrate me quite a bit if I didn't enjoy it so much. But this yarn is so soft. I mean, it is so soft that I finally learned that I had to concentrate on this one project, because if I tried to switch and do other projects, I would kind of lose my way on this, because there's kind of a trick to holding it on your needles and not dropping a stitch. It's so soft it just wants to squish right out of your hands. So, I mean, look at that. Oh, I hope you can see the color, the texture, the softness. I so enjoy working on this. And I was going to sit out on the porch and do it today, but I went out there and it's got to be 100 degrees, or at least it feels like it. It's very hot, very humid, and the afternoon sun hits our front porch. So, needless to say, I came back into the air conditioning. So, I guess that's my video for today. Um, I have so many ideas. I mean, so many ideas and so much inspiration and so little time. And I've got to go back to work tomorrow. So, and I'm not complaining. I love my job, and I'm thankful that I'm able to work. Um, but man alive, today's been wonderful. I just thought, what a awesome thing it would be to wake up every morning and paint all morning, and then knit and crochet all evening. If only I could find a way to pay the bills and do that. That would be so awesome. But I haven't been able to do that in all my 53 years yet. So the biggest thing is insurance. We have to work. We just have to work. And so, um, I think I'm going to spend the next few minutes frogging this, and I'm going to start over. I was going to take the yarn back. I cannot believe I paid. I bought 2 skeins of each color. So I got 6 skeins of this and paid $60. I can't figure out this yarn. It's beautiful. The colors are beautiful, but I just don't enjoy working with it. Now I do like using the 7mm hook better. And one reason I love this hook, this is a Clover Amour. And I don't know if you can tell, but like, somewhere I had the 8, oh, here's the 8mm hook, okay? It's just 1mm difference. Look, I guess it's not, but it feels like the 7mm is longer, but it's actually not. But for some reason, it's so much easier to work with. I have no idea how to explain that. But anyway, I'm going to use the 7mm. And I'll be honest, when I was learning to knit, I kept going back and forth between knitting and this. And it's almost like I forgot how to crochet. I forgot how many chains to put in my corners. I've always put 2 chains in my corners and no chains in between the granny clusters. But I was doing all kinds of things when I was working on this. I was doing 1 chain, I was doing 2 chains, I was using a 7mm and an 8mm. So this is definitely going to be frogged. This, however, is my favorite color combination, blues and greens. So I am gonna redo it. And so I don't know when I'll get to this, but I'm gonna undo it for today and then worry about redoing it later. Um, I want to continue to work on this gorgeous Cinnamon Stitches sweater. Thank you, Cinnamon Stitches. Thank you, Jennifer. This is just fabulous. Oh, and on Walmart.com, they have this yarn in a 3-pack for like $8, which is 2 something a skein. Well, I got 3 skeins of, I think it's the magenta colorway. I don't remember the name of it, but it's the Ferris wheel. And I got it for like $7.57 for 3 skeins. So I ordered 12 skeins of this yarn in 2 different colorways. Not, this is the sprinkles colorway. I didn't get this because I already have 6 on the shelves, but now I've got 6 of the something sun colorway and then that magenta colorway. I'll show it to you when it comes in. And you know what else I had to do is order a color printer, scanner, copier. Mine, I didn't realize it, but when I called support, mine had an error message on it that the print head had malfunctioned or failed. And so when I called for support, I was told that my printer was very old. I've had that printer since 2015, which I had no idea. That is a long time to have a printer. So it died, and I ordered a new one yesterday, and it should come tomorrow. So I'm excited about that because I am taking a class online with Joanne Sharp, her Arts and Letters in Motion class, which was on sale. I don't know if it still is, but it was on sale for $22.95. Regular price, I think, is 40 something. So um, she uses the printer a lot in that class to print off fonts and um, to learn how to, design your own letters. But um, I want to. I certainly need to have a printer because I'm constantly needing to print a pattern, or even though I don't use them, I print them. I put them in uh, page protectors and put them in a binder, and then I think, oh, I just don't want to use a pattern. But anyway, um, sometimes I can just read the pattern and kind of figure out you know, get the hang of it, and then I can just go on and kind of tweak it myself. And that's kind of what I do with recipes. But anyway, I do need a printer, so I ordered that. And I also would like to print prints of my artwork, and the printer that I have, I don't know if it's the age or what, but the color of the prints is just not accurate at all to my original. So hopefully, having a new printer will open doors of opportunity for more artsy adventures. So thank you for watching. I hope I haven't bored you, and thank you to all of you for just being here. And I hope you're having a wonderful Labor Day if you're in the United States, and a wonderful Monday if you're not in the United States. And thanks to my subscribers in the UK. I have gotten so many wonderful comments from several people in the UK, and it just makes me so happy to get those. So please like, share, subscribe. To my channel and to my videos if you don't mind. It will help me, and it will make me feel like you're enjoying my videos. So anyway, have a wonderful, wonderful day, and happy crocheting, knitting, watercoloring, or whatever artsy adventure you might be on. Talk to you soon.